So now, you guys are acquitted.
Yeah.
You're walking out of the courtroom, and you must be feeling pretty relieved. Just
relieved.
glad it's over.
Yeah.
So now that this thing is over, what do you guys do that night? Do you party or?
Yes. Yes, they did. Yeah, we did. I felt like there was a major weight off me, man. You know, we went and we celebrated our acquittal, and we mourned the loss of somebody else. But nobody knows that. Nobody knows how Snoop really felt. Nobody knows how he broke down. Nobody knows how I broke down, but you guys don't see that, right? You don't even hear about it. Nobody knows when he went into a room and he broke down and he got on his knees and he was crying, he was begging God to forgive him for us going through this. Nobody knows that. Nobody understands what he went through. I do. All the weight was on him. He could have easily walked away and said, it's McKinley. I don't have to represent. I don't have to help him. I don't have to. He could have easily did that. But he went through it. He was ridiculed, judged, falsely accused, everything. He went through that, you know? So it's just something that we had to go through.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are finally acquitted.
Yeah.
Everything is looking better.
Looking better.
Looking better.
Looking better. And then there's more drama after that because, you know, there's a civil suit, the civil lawsuit. They sue us for wrongful death for a lot of money.
Right. I heard about that. I heard a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Were you involved in that? Were you sued also?
Yes. Yeah, I was.
You had to go to court for that too?
Yeah, we had to go to court for that, and then I was eventually we came to an agreement. You know, there was an agreement that was made, you know, for the family.
And Death Row paid this.
Dad, I mean, well, no, it was Snoop that paid it, because you have to understand it was Snoop, and there was three entities, right? There was myself, and then there was Snoop, and there was Death Row Records. I worked for Snoop, who in turn worked for Death Row Records. So really, I worked for Death Row Records. You get it? Because that's how contractually things were at that time. So when they sued, they had to sue the employer of that, and the employer was Snoop. So he got sued tremendously.
Really? So Snoop had to pay?
Yeah, because it was a wrongful death.
It was about $4.5 million, right?
I can't.
Oh, you can't say.
I can't say that. I don't know what it was from.
That's what I was told.
Yeah.
For all the people listening, I don't know if that's true. He's not saying it. That's just what I personally heard behind the scenes. He's not telling me.
Honestly, I really don't know how much it was.
And how long did this process take?
It took a while. It took a while for all the I believe it was like the legality and the negotiations to go through and all of that. But it was crazy, man, because you still can't, nothing can bring that back. Nothing can bring it back. No amount of money. No amount of money, you know, what's the point, you know? So, I mean, that's not going to change anything, unfortunately. You know, that's how I feel about that.
Okay, you're going through these cases, one after another. Do you ever go back to work for Death Row?
No, at that time we were, after the case, I was still with the company for a little bit of time. And then that's when things started to change. And I think that's when Suge was going through the situation with Pac and all of that. So that things started to shift. And so I eventually, I shifted out into my own career at that time.
So you were there for Tupac?
Yeah, I remember Pac.
Did you guys
Me and Pac
hang out or?
Well, he was working all the time. We didn't get to hang out too much because, he had his own situations he was going through. But I did get a chance to see him work. I did get a chance to talk to him. We did have couple brief, powerful encounters and some things he had told me about what I was going through and why I was going through them. And I got a chance to be around him for a while. I got a chance to see him and Snoop interact a little bit, and had a lot of conversations with them.
Is there anything you can share?
No, he just told me, and that God allowed me to go through that to tell my story, and to always tell my story, and that I'm gonna be good. God allowed you, you a G. You went through what you did. Tell your story. Nobody can take your story away from you. Nobody can. Nobody knows you but you. Nobody knows what you did but you. Nobody knows how much you love but you. Nobody understands the pain you had to go through in jail but you. Nobody was there with you but you. You got a story. Nobody knows that but you. You tell your story, you reach the people and you love them. That's what Pac told me. Nobody knows that you saved a life. Nobody knows that you took a life. Nobody knows that you gave a life. That's how Pac would talk to me.